Okay, you should have a packet, and you should have read the board for instructions. Make sure your bags are underneath your desk. The activity we're doing today, we don't need people tripping over backpacks. Okay, you don't need a Chromebook today. Make sure you put your name and put your hour. Make sure you put your name and put your hour on your packet, please. Put all of your bags underneath your table so people do not trip over them. Okay, so today we're going to really be describing the working conditions and the struggle and experience of labor movements and look at the effectiveness. And we're going to do this through a gallery walk today. So, the gallery walk, I called it the reality of the working class during the Gilded Age. I called it that because we've looked at the industrialists yesterday. We've looked at their achievements and their successes, but we haven't delved into the perspective of the working class. So today, that's really where we're going to start with. So first, on your sheets, there's a question where it says Kickstart, and it says, what do you think the true meaning of the Labor Day holiday is? Labor Day, we have the Labor Day holiday already. But there's a specific meaning behind that holiday. So you're making an inference. It does not have to be correct. So I'm going to give you about 2 minutes or less, depending on how fast you write your responses. And you're making an inference as to what do you think the true meaning of the Labor Day holiday is. Okay, so about everyone's written their responses. Can someone raising their hand tell me what their inference was? Carson?
I said to honor the people who work and to provide for their family and grow the American economy.
Okay, to celebrate the people who work or to provide. You said to provide for the people that work?
No, I said to honor the people who work.
Okay, to honor them. Okay. Resiah?
I said that I think that since back then that they worked really hard on no off days, I think that they finally decided to just give them at least one day to celebrate all the work that they had done.
Okay, so it's a day to really just celebrate those people after all the hard work they've done.
To show appreciation for workers.
Okay, to show appreciation for workers. So in today's activity, we're going to really be looking at the working class, and we're going to look at things that they went through, and we're going to look at that through a gallery walk. So, just to explain a couple of things. On your packets, there's 2 different sections on this packet. There's a section that says, what do you think is happening in the primary source? And there's another section that says answers. Which section do you think that's going to be for you to fill out? Where it says, what do you think? So, when we go through the gallery walk, that is the only section that you need to fill out is the section that says, what do you think the primary is happening in the primary source? The answer section is for me whenever I go over what's actually happening with you. So you're going to go into these gallery exhibits, and you're going to I'm going to have you stand up in a minute, and I'm going to tell you which ones to start with. When you go to these exhibits, you're going to be looking and you're going to make inferences as to what's happening. Meaning, whatever you say is it doesn't have to be exactly correct. I just want to know what you think from your perspective of what's happening in the exhibits. Then we'll come together once everyone's gone through the different exhibits, and we'll talk about what's happening in them, and I'll tell you what's actually happening in the exhibits. The first part is gonna be what you guys do. And again, I wanna know what you think is going on in the photos, what connections can you make, and what do you think some of the main points are. So, you should have a pencil, everyone should already have a pencil, and you should already have your packets. The way this packet is, you're gonna have to flip over pages in order to to find your different exhibits, because you're all gonna start off at different ones. So, for example, stand up so I can go ahead and put you at your exhibit. Okay, for exhibit number 1, this is your guys' area right here. Make sure on your sheet you find your exhibit. Meaning, if you're at exhibit 2, find where exhibit 2 is. If you're at exhibit 3, find where exhibit 3 is. So you're not writing in the wrong spot. So exhibit 1, you're gonna be right here. Also, so to help you write, there's folders on the tables for you to use to help you write with. There's about 4 for each table on the tables. So exhibit 1, you're gonna be over here in this corner. You ladies can go and move over here. You guys are exhibit number 8. You guys are exhibit number 2. Exhibit 3. Ladies, exhibit 4. You guys can go ahead and move towards your exhibits. Exhibit 5. Exhibit 6 is back there. And we're gonna be moving in a clockwise manner. So we shouldn't move backwards. You guys can go ahead and start. As I see you guys about finished, we're gonna try to go without a timer. Because I feel you guys can just flow with it, and if I say move, you'll tell me if you're ready or not. So, guys can go ahead and start. You need at least 2 to 3 bullet points in that section about what you think is happening and describing what you're interested in.
It shows like women and children. Women and children. It's all women. Women facilities. I think we should just say women. Yeah, that's a skirt. I think we should say women, like women working in the industry. Yeah. Women working in labor done by
So, say working conditions. Yeah, because I know. So there's so.
So I would say it's child labor and like people overworking children.
What it
Might
looked
be a
like,
fake.
it looked like gas going. So what
It's
it
probably factories because
wouldn't it affect the like air? So,
yes. Look at their faces; they got smog and stuff.
yeah, that's like the
Like dirt, dust. Yeah.
yeah.
But my question for you guys is, why exactly, who were the business owners going to hire?
Oh, they were gonna hire the younger people that could work. Oh,
Look, these are 20, these are 20, and that's just 8 and 9.
This is the average like workforce right here. Okay. If you look here, these are children. So
children aren't gonna be able to work as hard or as fast as adults.
or young people too. So they're not. In this time period, why would a business owner, who's a capitalist business owner, why would they hire this to pay less? Because to pay less, they're paying them 2 shillings and the 3, I forget what the part was, but shillings is what they were paying these people. So you figured out that they would pay this area, they would use these people the most because these are capitalist business owners.
Okay, but why is this fair?
Because it's the average workforce. Like if I'm with my age, I would be here. So like I'm average, I can work normally. But also, why would they want to hire children more so than adults?
Because they work faster and they can do more.
Okay, you did say work faster. What else?
Wait,
They're paid less.
can they keep them out?
They could.
Yeah.
But are the children going to argue with them? Are they going to say, I'm not going to work this amount of
The
hours?
children don't really know that
Right, they don't understand, they're malleable.
Okay. So we can put that.
Okay, is everyone about ready to move?
I'm pretty big.
Okay. Go ahead and switch, we're moving clockwise.
Oh wait, we're already at 7. Okay, never mind.
So they're rising up. I see a lot of protesting.
You're at 7.
So they're
So right here, they're all rising up into one fist. They're working together. And
to get
They
better
only want
rights.
6 cents per dress.
Like better conditions, right?
That's kind of bad.
wait, what's it called again? Other than protesting?
A riot?
No.
Labor against it.
Are you saying it represents labor unions?
It's like it's protesting. It starts with an A, doesn't it?
Hey, he said labor unions, why do you say labor
On a
unions?
strike. It was strike. That's what it was.
They're like protesting against the poor working conditions.
Okay, they're protesting
We
against the poor
pressers
working
demand higher
conditions.
wages.
But only 6 cents per dress is kind of bad.
It's not bad. And also that picture right there with the fist, what does that symbolize?
They're working. They're rising up all together.
So the fist, it's like all those people are underneath that fist, right? So that's symbolizing the power of what? The power of the workforce. He's got it, the power of the workforce, the power of the people.
They are standing up to.
Remember, don't fill out that second section, please. We're gonna work over that together. What does it look like they're in? Is that like a regular factory? Hey, you could say they're in a tenement building. And what do we know about tenement buildings? Small and crowded. Okay, they're small and they have really crowded with families. All right, are we ready to move to the next one? All right, we're gonna make our next rotation. Y'all are gonna move to 5. Y'all are moving to 4, to 3. Watch out for the trash can. You're moving to 2. Y'all are moving to 8.
The consequences of working in factories.
Okay, consequence of working in factories. Okay, danger, because what's happening in this whole thing? What does the newspaper tell us that's going on?
It burned down and a lot of people like jumped out to try to save themselves, but they died.
Okay, so it tells us about a factory that burned down and that it's killed over 148 women. And then it shows you the different types of things that take place. Because looking at that, that's where those women were working at. What are some conditions going on in there?
It's really cramped.
Yeah, it's really cramped. There's not a lot of room for them to work. And then also, it shows you really the damages that happened to the buildings. Because with this fire, it took them forever to put out this fire. It took nearly about 24 hours for them to put this entire fire out. But at this time period, they didn't have incidents like this happening. Because it was in control during this time. Who had all of the power? Remember those captains of industry and entrepreneurs that we talked about? The business owners? Those are some things to think about when looking at this.
And like after
They were making progress.
Like $1,000 would make you rich.
Yeah, $1,000 during this time period was a lot of money.
A dollar might be $100 plus.
Currency differences are very different. It would meant more to them would be different in today's times. All right, are we ready to move? All right, go ahead and move to your next one. Pay wages and time. Schedule, they come in to work at 6:15 a.m. Only like 12. Only till 12, which shows the working conditions. So they came in at 6 and they left out at 12. Which shows what about the working conditions during this time? Okay, you could say horrible. That's a description. Do we remember what caused these working conditions to happen the way that they did?
It shows like
deforestation.
that shows rubble. That shows like a aftermath, and that's like
That's the city.
Or is this a
that's
burnt?
that's
or is
inside of like a
What if it's the burnt down building
yeah.
that was caught on fire?
Well, yeah. Well,
She
if
said
it's
that's
with
correct.
everything else, I feel like it show like bad working conditions.
What would work?
Most jobs should do that.
Well, no one now because it's like so bad. So no one can work.
All jobs.
Yeah, but you just said.
Yeah, but like,
I mean,
it also shows that like when you're in like your prime, you would get
the most money.
Does that mean like 2 seconds for or 2? Like under like I'd get does that mean seconds? They make more money than like in the mail. Yeah, over 1 of them. But then what does the S mean? Does that mean seconds? Just work for 7 seconds. You get $3. I'm just kidding.
Okay, are we ready to move?